Greetings, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome. Come. Um. So I rearranged my setup so like now my phone is kind of above. So I don't know. It kind of might be messing with the tracking, but I don't know. I don't know. Um. I don't know how that will go. Hopefully, stream runs well today. I had to put I put my PC on my desk. I had it underneath my desk, kind of turned backwards, because I needed the antennas facing the direction where my Wi-Fi router is. Because fucking I hate antennas, dude. I freaking hate that all these damn PCs need antennas. Like seriously, bro. Um, so yeah. So hopefully this runs well. It looks like it's running well so far. It's at like 10 kilobytes per second. No frames have dropped so far, so let's keep it that way. This might be a short stream. I also have a little something. So over here, this is my brother's account. No, not this one. This one. This one's my brother's account, and I got him Hyacine at 30 pity, 50-50. So yeah, won the 50-50 at 30 pity, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Got Hyacine. But I kind of wish I pulled Hyacine on my account, because I ended up getting E1 Herda. I'm somewhat like disappointed in this. I was hoping to lose. I wanted to lose the 50-50, but no. Now I won twice in a row. To both Herda, to Herda twice, and like God, I just wanted to lose. I wanted to lose. So now I might not win on the I might lose on the cipher banner. Yeah. So whatever. Whatever. Either way, we're doing this now. Or we're going to be doing this. But yeah, the stream might be short. I might end it after this. So after I finish everything here, then I might end the stream. And then do this and then start this next stream. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. So let's just come over here.
Then let the ritual begin.
Yes. Okay. Begin the ritual.
The objective is complete. That is
Yes.
all.
Okay.
Such is what Professor Anaxa always says after preparing for an alchemical ritual. And now,
Okay.
Pollux, I shall lift you from the river of souls and reforge your soul. Perhaps you will be disturbed by this, and your body may become horrifying to behold. But if even the slightest trace of your soul remains, the soul that once ferried me to this side of the shore, then please, look at me. I wish to thank you in person. I have obtained everything you sacrificed your divinity for. Lady Almanette.
Did
Yo.
she recognize you?
It's Almanette.
She must be the first soul we can communicate with here, right?
I'm afraid she is just another spirit trapped here, like the rest of them. The only difference is that I was there when she died. Please, go on. I'm listening. Are you about to tell the story of Styxia?
Yes. You're just as smart as I imagined, but... never mind. Now's not the time.
There's no need to worry, Elder. Take a look around you. You're already at the resting place of the dead.
The world of the dead. But how?
You died. That's how.
I understand that you chose to remain silent about the story to protect Casterus.
More Genshin? It's not Genshin.
Coexist
It's not
with
Genshin.
death,
It's Honkai Star. It's in the title.
but you no longer need to hide that
My
story.
favorite game by Hoyoverse right here.
I can assure you that you have protected that girl's life
Because
well.
why not?
Well, in place. Let me begin.
Okay.
Styxia, the pearl of the
Chat,
ocean.
I don't care about the history of Styxia.
Plagued by unwarranted calamity. From where you stand now, I suppose.
Indeed. I cannot imagine that those from the era Chrysia,
Ow, I just scratched
blessed with
myself.
eternal life, could ever yearn for death.
My tattoo's flaking.
I have pondered the same question, child. But I am afraid there is no clear answer to it.
Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust.
Genshin, Honkai, Z to Z. The difference is like the difference between
That's how
Chinese,
someone once
Japanese, and
explained
Koreans.
to me why death
Bruh.
is necessary to the world.
There's a big difference
I
in
still
Chinese,
can't take
Japanese,
that
and
as the
Koreans
final answer.
because Chinese is the least
Will a
attractive
world
language.
without journeys and epics
out of
be
all of them.
worse off?
I'm not gonna lie, it sounds very racist right now, but I just cannot stand Chinese, bro. Like whenever I'm on Netflix trying to find K-dramas, J-dramas and stuff, and there's Chinese dramas, and then I hear them talk, and like I just cannot get through the show.
Would you like to hear my thoughts, Castoris?
Please enlighten me.
I
Lady
meant in
Almanet.
people. Well, I don't care about people.
Though I have already made up my mind on
I don't care
how
about
to
the
handle
people.
the authority and core flame of death. Your words might truly
They're all
guide
Asian,
me
so it
toward
doesn't
the path
matter.
forward.
You and
Yeah, I don't know. There's a pretty clear difference, you know. They're all made by Hoyoverse, but like it's basically like saying let me see. Can't really think of an example right now. What games are there that like I guess it's like saying but like Nintendo games, fucking like I don't know, Pokemon, Mario, and fucking fucking Zelda. It's like this is the same difference there, because all the games are drastically different. Mostly, they're all gotcha games, but like Genshin's open world action RPG, Honkai Star Rail's turn-based RPG, Zenless Zone Zero is whatever the fuck. I don't even know what the fuck Zenless Zone Zero is even like. What's with the combat? Like I don't understand the combat. I don't know what type of combat it is. It's like I guess like I don't know. It's fast. I don't fucking know. It's like the difference between From Software games. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking about getting freaking thinking about getting Game Pass and playing Oblivion, but I don't know.
Perhaps the people of Styxia chose to embrace death not out of fascination.
Chat, what's Omnet talking about?
And fearsome
I wasn't paying attention.
But instead became fixated and obsessed with the impulses and desires tied to a finite existence.
Yeah, how's stream running? Surprisingly, it's running better than last time. I don't get it.
Death is not a thing.
Chat,
of
I don't
fear
understand how
and
antennas work.
desperation,
I don't understand it.
But
Cause like for the
That's
longest time I've
right,
always had my PC
Castoris.
facing like back because I wish I could put
we
my
shed
computer
tears when
on the
parting
other wall,
ways,
but there's no outlet
and
on the other
also
wall.
the original spark
So I have to have my PC
that
turned
ignited the
backwards.
passion of mortals.
So the antennas can face towards the Wi-Fi router.
If you truly intend to deprive the world of death, then be prepared to witness it return to a state of stagnation.
Stagnation.
I understand, Lady Amunet. Our limited lifespan shapes all that we know and love. Not even the Death Titan has the right to take that away from humankind again.
Chat, I still want to fight the Death Titan. No, I need to come back to life because
Nestia's
I'm
love
dead.
was the chrysalis of Gold's first blessing, but it most likely wasn't understood by mankind. We only learned to interpret this wonderful gift after Thanatos' arrival. If the world was bereft of death, then the Queen of Styxia wouldn't have played midwife in delivering me into this world. You wouldn't have welcomed me into Idonia, and Aglaya would never have invited me to join the Flame Chase journey. None of these stories would ever have happened, and I would never have lived, let alone found happiness.
Womp womp.
Thank you, Mother.
Bro's hugging a spirit.
Use all the love I've experienced in this long life.
Bro's gonna fight
complete
death with the
the
power of
final
love
miracle.
and friendship.
My teacher,
Ooh,
Anaxagoras,
ooh. Hold up.
grant me the wisdom of all things. I call upon thee, the stripped dead
Persona!
dragon's corpse.
Yeah, damn.
Rises from the earth, falls from the sky. As above, so below. This is the greatest power of all powers. Unstoppable in this world. The great work that commands all death.
Oh man.
I shall grant you embrace.
What the fuck? Yay, we're fighting death now. Chat, we're fighting death. Or something. I don't fucking know. This is Pollux, so yeah. I don't okay. I forgot I had links in my team. Shit, I'm cooked. I think I'm cooked, chat. I forgot I had links in my team.
Once we eradicate this hatred and regret.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
I reforge all things. I need to use links, bro. Restore your own health. Yeah, links is kind of mid right now, bro. Links is kind of mid right now. I kind of fucked up here. I completely forgot I had links in my team. Okay, everyone's at 1 HP now.
Don't be afraid.
I'm on it. Trust me.
Okay.
Do anything.
Restore. I'll restore links to his own health, because why not? Use the burst.
Far away. Never seen perfection before.
Ow. Damn. Damn.
Insanity. To the soul. Look. With this divine power.
Well,
I
Richard is
reforge
dead.
all things.
Yay.
Not a bad idea.
Stop hitting me for tentacles. Okay, well, an axe is dead. I think I'm cooked, chat. I think I'm cooked. I don't. Yeah, I died. Hold up. I want to change my lineup. I need to get rid of links and then add Locha. Actually, no, because I can't edit. Never mind. I guess I'll just... God. Because I can't edit, because I have all of Locha's relics on links. I'll just keep it like that. Whatever. Whatever.
Let's try it this other way. I choose you.
I think something is the girl who once saved my life. Truly gone.
Bounce.
Or
Use the
will you show
burst.
yourself again? Once we eradicate this hatred and
Ugh.
regret.
Support. Maybe Herda.
I don't have time. Open sesame. Commencing research. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy.
Damn. Damn.
Here, try this.
I'll give you what you need.
Yeah, Lynx is not even that great of a healer, bro. I'm just trying to build Lynx, so I just kept on seeing hype around her. I don't fucking know why. And then there's some teams that use Lynx on, and so I don't know. Everyone's down to 1 HP now, so yay!
Don't be afraid.
Okay, first phase is almost done, and everyone got full HP just now. Great. Yay!
Never send a expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
Okay, first phase done.
There's no more need to weep in grief. I will grant you peace.
Burst time.
Yes, it's me.
Okay, why is the
I'm
voice? Why is the voice so low? It's weird. I don't know. Use this.
Far away.
Thank
The
you.
music's pretty loud.
And I'll give you what you need.
I don't have time for games. Open sesame.
Why am I targeting that? I don't like that I'm targeting that. Let me switch over to Pollux.
They may be moving by instinct, but there is fury welling up within them.
What's this?
Nothing but a void.
30,000.
Expand your thinking.
28,000. 115,000. Defeated Pollux. Let's go.
Don't turn back to the nether realm.
Let's see.
Oh, death. Sleep in peace.
God damn. Hold up. Let me bring my thing back. There we go.
I'm sorry I have to wake you up from ancient death. And I know you're anxious. Shh. Don't be afraid. Do you remember me? I'm the girl you once carried across the Sea of Souls. I'm sorry I wasn't able to remember you, but with the help of many people, I was finally able to pick up these broken fragments of my past. I'm back, Pollux. I know this might not be what you wanted. But I have to do this. So please, carry me across the Sea of Souls again and return me to the Netherrealm, just like you did in the past. Please take me to where the core flame of death rests. I'll be going now.
Great. Let's go.
They may look scary, but as long
Oh, fuck. What's happening? What's happening?
What's wrong?
I feel dizzy.
are you?
What's wrong with her?
I'm dying. We gotta hurry.
Her time is almost up.
Yeah.
If I don't go now, I'm afraid her soul will return to Thanatos' embrace before me.
What? Oh no! Is there anything we can do?
Don't worry. I promised I would ask Thanatos for the Trailblazers' right to roam the Earth again. Mem, stay here and keep a close watch until I return, alright?
Alright. I'm the best at taking care of others. Go on, Cass. Make sure not to leave yourself with any regrets.
No regrets. I'll go too. Let's see who gets to the nether realm first.
That's not funny.
It's a deal then. Please. Wait for me.
Okay. Got it. Oh, you sit in your little dinghy. Venture not with me into the vast sea of perhaps without seeing me, but you would lose the way of the ocean. The ocean.
After all that,
Yay.
you still ended up back here.
Why do I feel like I heard this phrase before?
So the legends were true. The Netherrealm really is a sea of flowers.
Yes. Just like the flower fields we tended to back then.
Is that you, Polixia?
Got Polixia.
Do you remember?
My voice makes my pee hard, bro. What?
I don't have the memories from that time, but I've seen you before during an experiment.
I see. Call me
Like, I
Thanatos,
feel like
then.
I've heard
It'll be easier.
Polixia's voice before.
However, since you recognize the name, you must already know everything about Thanatos, right?
Yes. I'm here to reforge the order of life and death in Amphorius.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my sister was a sympathetic, but rather sensitive person. Whenever she didn't want to say what was on her mind, she would avoid eye contact and look off into the distance. Just like what you are doing now.
Can you tell me about the last Era Nova? What did you do, Polixia?
Where should I begin? I suppose we can start from the beginning.
Apparently, Polixia's VA is
A long,
Liliana
long
from
time
ReZero.
ago. There were a pair of like-minded twins. As foretold in the prophecy, they were chosen to be successors to the god of death. But fate was cruel. The price of attaining divinity was to take the life
But
of a
I'm
family
not
member
sure.
with our own hands.
I don't know. It's weird. I just don't know
That trial
where
was indeed recorded in that memory.
I heard her
But
before.
you should already
though.
know that my sister voluntarily gave up her own life so that I could ascend as the demigod of death.
She was as a Hall from Genshin
But I
Impact,
couldn't
but like,
accept that. Why did we
doesn't
have to
sound like
kill
a
each
Hall,
other
so
for
I
a
don't
future
fucking know.
she'd never see herself?
but yeah.
That's not fair.
Polixia is voiced by the same person who voices Liliana
So,
from ReZero,
While
and that's
weaving
all.
the laws of the new
that's fine.
world, I shattered the forbidden bottom line for life and death. I reshaped my sister's soul and took the form of the great dragon Pollux to carry her up the River of Souls and back into the mortal realm. But our fates were already decided and manifested in unexpected ways in response to my futile actions. Aging is an unbreakable law of nature laid upon humankind, created at the same time as death. When the living die,
It's the moon.
their souls will meet Thanatos, who would determine where every soul goes.
Okay.
If the Reaper raises
Can you
their
like
left
hurry up?
hand,
You know, you're kind of you're just yapping, but I'm back there about to die. So like, I'm about to like I'm about to like die again, I guess. I don't fucking know. My body died. Now my soul's about to die. So can you hurry up and stop yapping, Thanatos?
That's why the Hand of Shadow can only lay down judgment and not embrace another being.
Yes. Death was originally a pair of hands, but they were split in twain when we reached the mortal realm, never to touch each other ever again. The half of Thanatos that represents life, the undying human who grants
Dude,
death,
what is with the fucking animations here, bro?
that was the curse I forced upon you.
Like, is she even talking, or is like
What
she
about
talking in her
you?
mind? I'm so fucking confused.
As the half of Thanatos,
She's saying words,
representing
her
death,
mouth is moving, but
I
yet
shoulder the fate of
none
defiance.
of the mouth movements match
I
with
died
the
the
words.
moment
So
I
like, I'm
entered the
so
world
confused
of
as
the
to what's
living.
going on, bro.
From then on, my Titan also no longer existed in this world. The cycle of life and death stopped. Souls were denied their audience with death, and were left stranded within an ever-rising river of the dead. What irony. My selfish desire to save your life gave you and the world a fate far worse than death instead.
Damn.
Then, what was left of my reason was left behind in the Netherrealm, where I've been taking care of these flowers day
Crippled,
after day,
crippled, crippled,
until
spotted.
there is now a sea of them, all while mulling over the subject of life, death, parting, and enduring
My little shits over here, dude.
loneliness.
Fate is absurd indeed. Our lives were a mirrored image of one another, like a pair of hands. Even so, we arrived at the same destination. We walked different paths, yet experienced the same pain.
I had hoped that maybe you would at least have a good life in this cycle. I'm sorry.
I lived my life well.
Bro sounds extremely sad while looking extremely happy. What the fuck?
As far as I'm concerned, you did nothing wrong.
You look at
Even though
Castoris's mouth
I
moving,
forced the
and then
authority of granting death to humanity upon you.
okay, well, those
Total
the mouth
stranger.
now somewhat like
Two
works now.
responsibilities
It's
were
like the
forced
words
upon me
are kind
in
of
the
like
course of
matching
this long journey.
now, but like earlier she was just
I was
opening her
once
mouth for like a
lost,
few seconds, closing it,
upset.
and then the words are still going, and then oh.
But I realized recently that if it weren't for your blessing, I wouldn't have understood the source of these emotions, nor would I have realized my purpose. I wouldn't have made it here to reunite with my missing half. And we wouldn't be discussing our past while sharing the same view of this landscape. I wouldn't have understood the meaning of our existence.
The meaning of our existence.
This sea of flowers blooms on dead land, because we sowed it with the seeds of our separation and watered it with our tears of loneliness. Yes, the only thing death is allowed to create are flowers that bloom from blood and tears. That's why Thanatos cannot create living beings at will. Nor can the Hand of Shadow determine a person's remaining days. Because the life and death of mortals should never be dictated by another's will.
Are you saying there's no point in Thanatos'?
The color of the text was different on that last one. The
No.
color of the text earlier was
No single
the
being
color,
can bear
the same color
scales
as
of
the
life and death on their own.
character name right there.
Not even a god.
Shut up, cat.
Life and death weigh equally heavy.
I didn't give you permission to talk.
We both know that now, don't we?
You, too, must have had a difficult life. We've taken quite the ridiculous journey together, haven't we? I had a feeling, even back then, that we would meet again one day.
No, I
Not
want to go this
to
way. Though.
embrace one another after a long separation, to come in search of retribution.
This is a lot faster.
It's been far too long. I've waited here for centuries, watching day after day as desperate spirits are denied by this lonely wasteland. I always hoped I would see you among them. But I was also afraid of seeing you. I didn't know how I could possibly face you again. But more than anything, I was afraid that you might have forgotten all about me.
I know. But don't you see, Polixia? I made it back anyway. You don't have to shoulder death's authority on your own anymore. It was always meant to be held in two hands anyway. So, let's give our core flame to her, and have her take it back to the mortal realm. Give humanity back their cycle of life and death. Our responsibility as Thanatos was never about picking out favorite souls. We were only meant to watch over life. Let's tend the field together, and create a warm sea of flowers for all the souls to come. What do you think, Polixia?
Yes, just one last step. You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. As foretold by the prophecy, Thanatos' authority is only destined for only one person to wield. As the Chrysos heir of death, as their demigod, as a titan, our fated moment has arrived once again.
Just like before.
Yes, just like before. But unlike that time, the ones undergoing the trial this time are prepared.
You've made up your mind?
Yes, as dictated by fate. But I won't be afraid, as long as you're here with me. Complete your trial in this life. Grant me the embrace of death, and light the spark of life ablaze. You've been tempered by life and death. I know you'll be able to give this wasteland its first breath of life. Like a raven butterfly, flying swiftly into the netherrealm, perching on the twig of death.
I will. After this, I will remain permanently in the Netherrealm. The river of souls shall return here and rain down from the sky, scattering souls across the earth. The cycle of life and death will flow once again. The sea of flowers you sowed shall bear countless joyous or sorrowful souls and bloom evermore.
Thank you. Just one last thing. Can you grant me one wish?
Of course. What is it?
Please, don't forget me.
I promise you.
Hmm.
When we meet in the next world, even if I have endured another reincarnation, even if we do not know each other's names, I will still hold you tightly in my arms. Just like what I did when we were born.
Casterus. Casterus. You're as beautiful as a fleeting butterfly.
I know that you've been talking with your eyes closed this entire time. Oh, another cutscene.
I will bring rest to death. And from now on, stagnant life will once again flow.
Damn. Gate affinity Janus. Okay, now we're switching to an Axis POV. Great. Yay. At the same time in Alchema. Okay. Loud cheer from afar.
Time flies.
Loud cheers from afar.
In the blink of an eye, the 15th entry hour is already at hand. When this farce is over, your soul will be placed on the scales of life and death. Are you ready?
No need to ask so many times. Of course I am.
Then why do you drag your feet? Is your fear of crowds holding you back again?
I simply find them too noisy. Paying attention to conceited fools like them would be an utter waste of my time.
Such harsh words. As I see it, you are no less arrogant than they are.
I couldn't agree more.
Oh. I did not expect to hear that from you. Are you not going to refute me?
I know myself better than you think I do. At the very least, better than a stowaway like you.
And they say men whose ends are nigh have but kind words. Well, that is exactly why I chose you.
Should I thank you for the compliment?
The hour of the trial has come. Do you have an answer for me? And how will you prove the veracity of your argument?
I suppose there is no point in putting this off any longer. Do you recall where we stopped the last time?
You were saying that Amphorius's history is cyclical.
What?
Indeed. The demigods that bear the core flames eventually become the new titans at the world's end. Remember what happened on the Holy Mountain? Calypso, Naias. As their destined ends approached, one by one they left this world, leaving only the twins, who are fated to succeed death. Unfortunately, while their journey is consistent with ours, you and Calypso, as well as Nikador and Naias, act as supporting evidence. I can only come up with a rough sketch for my theory of a cyclical history. For all the pains I took to reach this point, I had already lost hope of ever obtaining definitive proof. After all, the past is in the past. Proving that we are the legacies of heroes of the past is a hopeless endeavor. That is, until I met a girl named Polixia and her sister. If Castorus was truly sent from the past to the present for the Titan's self-serving reasons, then having lived through 2 cycles, and with Styxia as the pivot, she will no doubt be the link to connect all of this together. If the Twins of Death can bridge 2 cycles to reunite at the shores of the Sea of Souls, then my hypothesis will no longer be just a hypothesis. And you too will get the answer to your question.
Well, that is all well and good, but how can you be so sure? If there is even the slightest error in your hypothesis, the girl will be shattered.
It matters not. The most important quality a scholar must possess is foolhardiness. If you are overly cautious, then you'll never have the gumption to make the first step, and change will never come.
What's the next thing yapping about?
Besides, I, Anaxagoras, am destined to overturn this farcical world. Come, let us go and teach those pathetic worms one final lesson.
Damn. Bro just called them worms. Lament on Stream of Souls. Okay. But before that, I need to add my relics. Because I have them all on links right now. Equip. That one's that. And then equip this one. Equip this one. And then equip this one right here. There we go. And then the light cone, switch it back to this one. There we go. We got this. We're gonna
Fine.
do something. I don't know.
So,
I don't know what we're doing.
Let those Chrysos heirs who started this terrible war hear you.
Kindness, shut the fuck up.
Let them hear the voices of the people.
Phanon.
as always, that woman knows how to stir up a crowd.
Professor Anaxa, I thought you'd pass on this.
Everyone must cast their vote, or this assembly would serve no purpose.
Prof, do you truly think it's wise to entrust the fate of the world to an assembly like this?
Akama has stood strong under this system for 1,000 years. It stands to reason that there is purpose in its existence. But that is not what you're asking, is it? What you really want to know is Aglaya making the right decision in entrusting the fate of the world to you?
Nothing ever escapes you.
I didn't spend all those years teaching you for nothing. Most people only take 4 years to graduate, if I recall.
Why does it take so long to go, dude? Dude, it's not auto.
To tell the truth, I feel like I'm on my way to an execution chamber instead of a podium. So, do you have an answer to that question?
No, I don't.
I thought so.
Because that question is not yours to ask in the first place. Is Aglaya entrusting the world to you the right decision? Don't make me laugh. That is a question that woman must answer herself. Why are you fretting about this on her behalf? Or have you been seeing yourself as her pawn all this time? Listen,
Zacharias.
I'll say this only once. Flip your perspective around and ask yourself this instead. What should I do to ensure that the world doesn't stray from the correct path? That is what you should be thinking about. You still have time, so give it some thought. Oh, And don't bother telling me the answer. Tell it to those begging for salvation from the gods.
Got it. Thank you, Professor Anaxa.
That's Anaxagoras to you.
Who will you be voting for?
That'll depend on how well you perform. May Cersei safeguard your thoughts.
Okay. Hello, military runner.
Lord Anaxa, you're finally here. The last speaker for the assembly will be taking the stage soon. The resolution will be passed after that. Lady Kindness has reserved a special seat for you. Shall I show you to it?
Lead the way.
This way, please.
Okay.
Actually, not necessarily.
Elders and citizens, silence, if you please. As the Theoros, I present to you Finan of Ides Elysiae, virtuous citizen of Akima, and the last speaker of the assembly.
Much obliged, Lord Lycus.
I remember him. He's the penniless lad working for Aglaya.
Where's Lady Goldweaver?
Bro just called him broke.
Sending this guy to give the last speech. Is this really the end of the flame chase journey?
Can this dude really face down kindness?
By Kefali above. Dear citizens of Akima, as you look upon me, so too do I see you. I see your fear and misgivings, your apprehension about the discord between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, and your uneasiness about the future of the Holy City. Yet, before you contemplate something as grand as the fate of the world, I ask that you look closer. Look beyond the horizon illuminated by Kefali, at the crisis threatening to overwhelm us.
What?
Ides Elysiae, my beloved hometown, is a village forgotten by time. It is a place with the most invigorating breeze and wheat fields that spread all the way to the sea. I once thought that there I would enjoy a lifetime of peace and quiet with my friends and family. How I wish I could invite all of you to that paradise, far from the noise and chatter of the world. Alas, I can't, because she and all that she nurtured, all that I loved, they have long been devoured by the black tide. My beloved home is no more.
God damn.
I will never forget the day the black tide struck. My father, Hieronymus, fought with a broken sword to his last breath to protect his child.
Aglia's right
My
there.
mother, Aldada, she was ripped apart by monsters. Also, I might live to stand before you here and now. Galba, he was a hunter. But in the end, those arms that once drew a bow instead embraced Piso, his beloved son, as they both breathed their last. Pythias, the teacher, risked her life to save her students, but a burning beam fell on her, crushing her. And what of Livia, her daughter? Did she make it out alive? No, she didn't. Livia, Piso, and so many other children. My childhood friends. They were all swallowed by the black tide and turned into monsters. They kept saying the same thing over and over. Even up until the final moment, I finally steeled my heart and granted them eternal peace with my sword. Why, Fina? Aren't we the best of friends? That is the Black Tide. A looming threat that can bring Akuma to its knees any time. Kindness may have promised that with the 3 Titans of Calamity Con, Akuma will return to an era Chrysia once more, but much as it pains me, I must disappoint you. While the demigod of strife has done everything in his power to hold them back, they are still coming.
My day.
By now, the name of that black-robed swordmaster, the Flame Reaper, has likely echoed throughout the city already. The roaring thunder is a message from the Strife demigod. The Flame Reaper has risen from death, and they hunger for the core flames of the gods.
Lies! If such a powerful enemy is indeed approaching, why is Akuma still a picture of peace?
Bruh. Are you that fucking dumb?
Exactly! The city of Akuma shows no signs of pandemonium or chaos. And why is that? I beg you, spare a moment to think about this. Are we able to stand here and hold this assembly in peace today because the danger has passed? No! This peace we enjoy is no gift of fate. We are able to stand here today only because the Chrysos heirs have stepped up and shielded Akuma from calamity. With her golden threads, Aglaya has preserved and continues to preserve these idyllic days that all of you hold dear. The Council of Elders claims that Aglaya will one day forsake the people because her divinity is eroding her body and soul. But ask yourselves this. Rather than offering her aid and support, why do they choose to watch and push Akuma away from the Flame Chase journey? The answer that no one can bring themselves to speak of. A truth stained in blood and buried in greed, fear, and vanity. Allow me to lay it bare before you. It is because the Council of Elders, which bears Akuma's history and honor, along with this citizens' assembly we once took so much pride in, are now infested with vermin.
God damn.
You insolent whelp! How dare you!
It is true that Aglaya has reached her limit. Why? Because she has been working tirelessly to weave the defenses of our holy city against the encroaching evil. All while these vermin are making up baseless accusations about her and scheming in the shadows. Not once has she ever failed Akuma. Yet these vermin attempt to tear her apart, tarnishing her name with unfounded allegations. She may have been blessed by divinity, but hasn't her heart always stayed true to humanity? They attempt to mislead you and reduce this assembly to a crude standoff between gods and humans, but citizens of Akuma. Once more, I implore you to open your eyes and look at those around you. Examine them closely. Beneath all that finery, do you see the good heart of a human or the poisonous glands of a pest? Make your judgment, then turn your gaze to the demigods whom so many of you regard as cold and merciless. Do you not see the light of humanity in them? And those who wear the mask of humanity yet utter only hurtful, slanderous words. Can you not see that their souls have been corrupted by power? Yet, no matter what your answer is, and no matter who your vote goes to, rest assured, that you have nothing to fear. For Aglaya, Tribios, and I will remain your faithful guardians and pledge our lives to upholding your decision. And this vow will stay true until the end of our days, where it will be passed on to future flame chasers. A steadfast and unwavering promise that shall endure through the ages.
That floating thing right there at the bottom, I want to break it. An uproar, representative leaders from different cities in Akuma throw a piece of pottery into the Dolium.
At the present time, on the scales of Talentum, those who call for the continuation of the Flame Chase journey, and those who demand its suspension. Each faction holds an equal share of votes, resulting in a perfect balance.
As expected. This is the moment when the Flame Chase journey is the closest to its end.
And now, it's your turn to vote, Lord Anaxagoras.
Is there anyone else who hasn't voted?
No, you're the last. Cast
I haven't voted.
Care, for your decision will break this impasse.
I have long since made a decision.
The bro's over here smirking.
Very well. May you bring much needed change to this farcical world.
Anaxagoras? Anaxagoras? You better not do something stupid. I'm watching you, Anaxagoras. Okay.
You've done well, Finan. Given the circumstances, delivering a rousing speech to stir up emotions was a prudent move. Thank you all for your patience. On behalf of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany and the scholars of Amphorius, I, Anaxagoras, am ready.
Bro, you don't have to fucking just, you know, that was kind of, you know, just vote already. You didn't have to do all that.
But before that,
Bruh.
in the interest of fairness, Lady Goldweaver, I pose a question to you before all who are gathered here. Will you, as Finan has promised, stand by the decision made in the assembly, regardless of outcome?
In the interest of fairness, I make no promises, lest it should influence your decision.
Very well. I thank you for your honesty.
What's he doing?
The stakes are high. Let's be patient.
Yeah.
Cut the act! Who do you think you are wasting our time like this?
Man, shut up. Who do you think you are? You don't have anything better to do?
Anaxa, please do not forget that I...
You're just a nothing. You're just a nobody, bro.
Rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa. Rule number 2. Never interrupt me.
God damn.
Silence is golden.
Crowd chatter.
Just vote already. What are you waiting for?
Man, shut up. Everyone's just over here chanting, cast your vote.
I cannot help but wonder, Is every hardship in the world something you will exploit and use to your advantage?
How else am I supposed to make use of this situation where my body and soul are separated? Oh, Circes. Or should I say Calypso? Accompany me on this final journey. Let us journey to the Netherrealm and see how she will substantiate the answer to your question and validate my decision.
Your what?
We need only to follow the sound of the tides. You are...
Well done, child. Just as I foresaw,
What?
you have achieved great.
Empedo.
Teacher.
What a twist of fate. A blasphemer raised in the doctrines of the Venerationists. It's like a foal kicking its mother in the belly after taking all her milk.
I respect you immensely, sir.
You cherish the truth even more. So, child, do not be troubled by the criticisms I have borne. Do not let those voices hinder you as you forge ahead. As the sage of the Venerationists, I am duty-bound to oppose you. But, as your friend and mentor, Anaxagoras, I say, go forth, for the truth is already in your hands.
I will keep that in mind.
Go now, child. Your lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new chapter. And when you reach the end of this journey, may we meet again with the truth before us.
You have my word, sir. May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
You are right, Empedocles. My lonely pursuit is about to welcome. May we meet again with the truth before us, Empedocles.
Okay.
What are you waiting for? Just cast your vote.
Silence! Silence, everyone!
Behold, Circes, here at the center of the world, I shall write the final step of my proof. For this place is but one step away from the truth.
Professor, I completed the proof you wanted.
Thank you, Castorus.
I was laughing.
The answer is plain as day. My vote goes to the Flame Chase journey and nothing else.
I have deciphered the truth of this world.
This girl like this, bro. Goes over your last laughing maniacally.
The result is clear. By carefully enter Lenten above, as the Theoros, I have observed.
No! Lygus, you can't! Anaxa, what have you done? Have you lost your mind? I hope you are prepared for the harsh punishment awaiting you. Mark my words, I will make sure that clever head of yours never forgets the price of betrayal.
Have you forgotten? I told you that happens to be one of my rare talents.
You put on such a grand performance just to aid their preposterous flame chase journey.
Performance? No, you are quite mistaken. I may be paranoid by nature, but I've always been known for my honesty. If you really understood me, Lady Kindness, you'd realize that I never had any interest in your pathetic little game of politics. Factions, standpoints, they are jokes in my eyes. I have never once switched sides. Because I, and I alone, am the truth.
Yeah, a bit full of yourself, aren't you?
With all the citizens here as witnesses, we should honor the spirit of democracy and respect the decision of this assembly. I have observed that Akama has chosen her destiny. This citizens' assembly has resolved to continue the flame chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the wall of heroes, such
And what's
that
the
all
side,
citizens are aware of
freaking
the
the
city's
side
way forward.
story of the politics? Like, what the fuck's going on here?
You!
I don't want to fucking learn about, like, know about politics and shit like that.
Everyone is ready for the assembly to end. Very well. Let me entertain you for a little longer. By your leave, Lord Lycus.
Interesting. Elders and citizens, your attention, please. Stay for a moment more, if you will. Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has an announcement for the assembly.
What is this performer? Just moments ago, all of you made a decision on the fate of Amphorius. As a supporter of the Flame Chase journey, it pleases me to see the choice you have made. But I regret to say that I still harbor doubts about this outcome. Thus, I hereby challenge this resolution.
What? Wait, time out.
Tell me, who among you dare swear to Kefali's name that Era Nova will truly welcome the fairy tale ending that the Chrysos heirs have promised? A beautiful new world free of calamity and madness?
Nonsense! What is he getting?
No one? Must I pick somebody to answer? Very well. You, the one acting so wise and profound, in front of all present here, do you dare swear that it will happen for sure? No? Fine. Next. You, the one with ignorance written all over your face. Yes, you. Do you dare swear by it in front of the Titan?
What are you trying to do?
Useless. Your turn, then. With that smug look of yours, you must be confident that the Flame Chase journey is the best course to take, right?
Hey! Mind your tongue!
So, no one? I see. In that case, Finan, answer me this. Your speech was filled with such passion just now. How confident, then, are you in making this promise?
Professor, what are you doing?
Let him continue with his performance.
Will you look at that? Even Finan and Aglaya lack the courage to make such a promise.
Okay, what
and
the
what's
fuck?
even more absurd is that no one but I can promise you this new world. And yet, the Assembly passed the resolution anyway. But you needn't worry, because I knew better than to trust you good-for-nothings. That is precisely why I am here today. To give you one final lecture. Now listen up and listen well. I, Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, hereby declare...
What are you declaring?
Everything that the Flame Chase journey promises is true! Finan of Ides Elysiae, the prophesied demigod who shall succeed Kefali, will reforge each and every one of us in the new world with his complete, intact memories.
What?
What?
Yeah, what?
The core flame-bearing titans were the Chrysos heirs of yesterday.
And the Chrysos heirs who carry the core flames today will become the Titans of tomorrow.
The fuck?
All of our souls shall endure for eternity in the miracle of the World Bearer. And all under Kefali's protection shall step into that new world.
This is your blasphemy!
It's impossible.
What? Are you saying that we must bow down to you and worship you even in our next lives?
Yes.
You blasphemous imbecile! How dare you try to deceive us with all these lies and falsehoods? How can you prove?
I told you, don't interrupt me. But since you've asked, I shall be kind and indulge you. My statements are based on my experiments on the divine body of Kefali themselves. You heard me correctly, everyone. With the tacit approval of Kindness and the Council of Elders, I fused my soul with the god through alchemy and learned the truth behind Era Nova.
Okay.
What is he talking about?
Yeah.
Isn't that pure blasphemy?
I, the vile, wretched blasphemer, deserve nothing less than death for my sins. And the Council of Elders, which granted me consent and aided in committing this atrocity, should face punishment alongside me.
By the gods, even Kindness has betrayed Akuma.
Damn, bro.
I had no knowledge of his transgressions. He did that on his own. The Council of Elders bears no responsibility for his actions. Lord Lygus, as the esteemed Theoros, are you going to simply stand by and allow the Council of Elders to be dragged through the mud?
If the accusation is true, I will acknowledge it. If not, my conscience stands unburdened. Lady Kindness, the reputation of the Council of Elders was not built in a day, nor will it be shattered overnight. Repercussions await those who fool the people, and punishment must be meted out on those who abandon their vows. We should respect this beautiful city and her people.
You...
Lady Aglaya, the Gold Weaver, I humbly ask that you take on the responsibility of overseeing this judgment in the name of the fairness of Talantin and the justice of Kefali. Considering the circumstances, and in accordance with Akuma's codex as the only demigod among us, you shall rightfully wield this authority.
The honor is mine to bear.
How is this permitted?
Elders and citizens, silence, if you please. Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has made his statement clear. As per Akuma's codex, I request all present citizens to stand with me in exercising the right of judgment. First, Elder Kindness of Akuma and Lygus the Theoros stand accused of neglecting their duties and abusing the law, leading to the egregious blasphemy against a god. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, Akuma is to form a committee before the 7th action hour to conduct an investigation and disclose the findings to the public for subsequent judgment.
Curse you!
Now, concerning Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, he has confessed to grave blasphemy against Kefali. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, the accused must be allowed to hear the people's voice prior to the execution, for a chance at a reduced sentence and possible pardon.
Let him die, bro.
Professor.
Bruh.
What decision will you make, lady?
Enough with the hesitation, Aglaya. This is not like you.
Let him die!
Then, in light of the people's voice, O Talantan on high, may you bring death upon him.
Fanatic cheering. Okay, now we're back. Now we're back. Okay, why am I here? A sea of flowers. What is this place? Hello, Castrise.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I bore the name of Castris while walking among the mortals. And now, I stand as the demigod of death, the living side of Thanatos. Welcome to my realm, where the west wind ends.
Okay. It's a beautiful place. Mom, I made it. My character arc is finally done.
You're still as energetic as always. Did you know? Every flower here was planted by Thanatos himself. These flowers were originally both lifeless and immortal. But in the
Imagine
first
being
rain
that much of a
brought by the
loser.
river of
Yeah.
souls, they were given new life.
Imagine literally not having anything to
flourishing
do
as the
and you just like,
bearers of
yeah, I'm gonna
countless
plant these
souls.
flowers.
And it is my duty as the master of death to tend to their well-being and foster their growth in this serene haven. Similar to the structured cycle of life and death in the mortal world, these flowers too shall wither and fade, returning to the earth and then ascending to the sky with mist and tides. Eventually, they will descend to the mortal land as gentle rain. Every soul undergoes the perpetual cycle of reincarnation, albeit in varied forms, until the world meets its end. Yet, sadly, there's no time left for Emphorius to wait for when the flowers bloom again.
Mm-hmm.
Now, death is the power at my fingertips. It once led the souls of the deceased here, but I shall open the gate of the Netherworld and return you to the realm of the living. In exchange, please, take the core flame of death with you and complete the flame chase journey. Do not let our work thus far be in vain.
You have my word. You're not going back, but at what cost? You have my word.
Thank you.
But you're not going back.
Just like the other demigods, I will stay here and embrace my destiny. That being said, it is not easy to guide a lost soul back to the mortal realm. The whispers of death are sweet and alluring. If your determination wavers, you will succumb and be forever ensnared by the Netherworld's grasp. Please consider this a one-time exception. I will do everything in my power for the flame chase journey.
Okay.
And for your life, the only life I can save.
I'll do my best.
I am glad to hear that.
Over here!
March 7th, can you shut up? Why am I walking?
I believe in you.
Why are you forcing me to walk? Why am I bat trailblazer? The fuck? Ugh. Man. Just gotta do this.
That's right. Keep your eyes on the dawn.
Show me your courage.
My day.
Partner, we shall become heroes together.
I don't want to be heroes with you. Finally. Thank you, Castris. Since I've already made it to the end, maybe I can have one last glance at the Sea of Flowers. Don't turn around, keep looking forward. Don't turn around, keep looking forward. I don't know. What the fuck are you? What?
Fear not, as a touch of red will be awaiting you at the end of the path.
Okay, what the fuck's Acheron doing there?
It'll guide you and illuminate the way out. By doing so, you'll eventually reunite in the warmth of the sunlight.
Okay. But why are you there, Acheron? Why is Acheron yapping to me? What's this? What in the world are these shadows and voices?
All of this is proof that you once lived. Your soul, your memories, the years you've journeyed through, and the path they revealed, leading you back home. So, continue onward. Do not stop moving forward, and do not let her sacrifice and the support of all who have stood by you be in vain. Over here, friend!
Ma'am.
Take my hand. Let's go home.
Goodbye, Netherrealm. Hello again, Mortal Realm. We are returning. Let the trailblazing continue. Back.
At last. I knew you could do it. Your soul is still perfectly whole. As if some kind of force is trying its best to keep it together. Is it Ornyx's final blessing? Or is it a miracle of your own? It's truly incredible. Such a strange surge of familiarity. So hard to describe. Perhaps it is fate, once again fulfilling its own design. Or perhaps it is the laws from beyond the sky, so familiar to you, that intertwined our fates long ago. It seems that this is a riddle which cannot be solved anytime soon. The sensation of becoming a demigod is truly wondrous. It's as if the river of souls is winding its way through the depths of my spirit, transforming with each breath into a fine rain that nourishes the world. Do you recall that prophecy? At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I promised you that I would do everything in my power to give it another meaning. Now, as I stand as a demigod, and destiny draws to a close, I can finally end it in a way that is as beautiful as it deserves. The wish I once sought, but could never grasp, is now within reach. In this brand new world, every blooming life will lift its arms in celebration and recount the profound meaning of this very instant. Every touch, every embrace we share will never again be an ice-cold loss. They will radiate with an intense warmth, sowing love far and wide throughout the land.
Oh, another cutscene. Goddamn.
The other shore is very cold.
Casterus.
May I borrow your warmth? One last time. Thank you for fulfilling this wish of mine. The place I'll be going to is what humans call the Land of Sorrows. But with this heartbeat and the residual heat of this embrace, I shall turn the nether realm into a gentle place of rest. This embrace may be brief, but it's the proof that I once lived.
Okay.
Farewell, then. May we reunite in the new world.
Okay. Presently in Okama.
That grand and absurd performance was what you've been seeking your whole life?
I gave up everything in search of truth. And it culminated in this very moment. You, on the other hand, performed as I expected. You did not hesitate when you saw the chance to attain power. It's as if you...
Crave power, like a fly craves rot.
Those are your words, not mine.
But what you said at the end, did you already know what I had planned for Thainan?
I may have lost an eye, but my vision is clearer than anyone else. You've nearly exhausted your humanity. You're no different from my current state as a walking corpse.
That's true. I've long since burned to ash over the past 1,000 years. Only he is capable of unleashing a raging fire that rivals our final great enemy, Aquila.
Ooh.
So, this is our last chance. How about we let go of the bad blood between us? May I resonate with your core flame, Aglaya?
Please do.
That's impossible. To persist with your soul thinned to such an extent. You're insane.
Just as you fight to lug your corpse onward to complete your unfinished goals, I have my own reasons for doing this. Until Thainan grows into his position as the prophesied leader, I must continue to lead everyone on the Flame Chase journey. I must keep inching forward, even if only as an empty shell.
I've long predicted this was the case, but I didn't think you'd already lost so much. How ironic. We would have avoided so many misunderstandings if you and I had just spoken this candidly before. But casting aside our ideological differences, there is one thing you and I agree on.
Thainan.
Yes. He was born to be a hero. He understands the hearts of the people, and I can confidently say he is a far better leader than you. Only he is capable of fulfilling your mission. Sadly, he is a man cursed by Nestia.
The
But
romance
by my
titan.
estimates, his horribly elaborate sense of style should not impede Aranova.
Congratulations are in order. We found common ground at the very end of our destined paths.
When you put it that way, it makes me want to take back what I said.
Aglaya, we're back.
Yo, what's up?
Come welcome our great hero reborn from the ashes.
What's good?
I hope he didn't hear your earlier assessment.
It wouldn't be the first time I criticized him. A man should be aware of his own shortcomings.
Okay. I got the core flame of death. Real quick, I want to check out the Fate Atlas. We are here, and there's still one more after, where we're gonna be doing someone else's POV. Whose POV? I have no fucking clue, but yeah. Man, why is this so long? Why is this so long? Submit the core flame.
But I don't see Castris among your number.
It looks like she not only helped me prove my theory, but helped you fulfill your mission as well.
She finally understood her origins and completed her trial. I believe she'll always be at our side. This one.
She might not have been able to change her fate, but she still wrote the final verse of her epic herself. Dreamin, please recite the prophecy for us. Trailblazer, please surrender that scalding core flame for us as well. You are the only life she ever saved by her own hand in her 1,000 years on this earth. I believe no one is more qualified for this noble task.
Let the ceremony begin.
O gods who have returned, and gods who are still watching, today we bring you a soul laid bare. The Hand of Shadow, Thanatos, remembered their name from the past. From daylight they came, and to their fragrant dwelling they return, to walk now among your ranks. And there was one who joined hands with the Titan, a traveler risen from the dead, and reborn among mortal kind. She is the everlasting night, and shall now proclaim in
Guys,
her
there's still
good
3 more
name,
characters we have not been introduced to yet.
O majesty of the 12
Because there
Titans,
is Cyrene, but she's not
pillars of
part of
the
those 3.
world.
Because that's 4 characters that we already gotten introduced to Cyrene. So there's 3 other characters other than Cyrene. It's like 3 more characters left, bro. What the
Fill
fuck?
our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing
Like, dude,
service to the prophecy.
at 4 is gonna be long. I feel like it's gonna be long as hell.
Forward, trailblazer from beyond the sky, and together with us, surrender the core flame and carve their star into the sky.
Okay. Surrender the core flame. Okay. Okay, we have 3 more core flames left though, so like I don't know who these other people are.
For life and death, to be more precise.
Is one of those Siren? I don't fucking know.
Look, it's...
No, what are you doing here? Is that Castris?
No, it's only a divine echo. I think she's here for the trial.
I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Oh.
What did she say?
She said some racist slurs. That's what she said.
Titans. Casterus. No. The Titan. They said have illuminated the cold shadow of death.
Onwards. For your path to the future is bright and its flame eternal.
Okay.
Do not forget.
3 more core flames. Great.
She made quite a scene. I suppose it's my turn now.
I won't stop you.
Professor,
what's with that look? You were present, so let's get this execution over with. We wouldn't want to bring shame to Akima's divine laws or keep me from creating a new world.
You never change, do you, Professor? I don't understand. If your theory is correct, you'll lose all memories of your past life once you become a Titan. So what's the point of becoming a god?
Of course there's a point. Even if I forget who I am, I'll still have my brilliant mind. It goes without saying, I'll find a way to retrieve memories of my past life. Besides, I still have you, don't I?
I still don't really understand what you said during the assembly. Even if it were true, things reforged from memory could never be the same as the original anyway.
Then allow me to tell you right now that you're wrong. What exactly are we? My answer is that the Chrysos heirs are the future Titans and vice versa. Of course, this answer only applies to us. So, what are we when it comes to regular mortals? The very essence of the world, our souls, are tiny invisible seeds that hold records of each person's memories of the world. And we are the buds that sprout from these seeds to grow into great trees.
Is that what new sporism means?
Correct. Once our physical bodies are born, we become new extensions of the world. From there, we plant our seeds into someone's memories, and then scatter them into the hearts of countless people in the future. Just as seeds are affected by their environment, so too will our appearances differ across memories. But the partial memories we carry will always be the same, because that is just how the world is. To destroy our very existence, one must destroy the world itself. But we have someone who will still live on with his perfect memory. That person is you, child of Kefali. This is what it means to be the world-bearing Titan. So, carry everything of this world and live on. Don't disappoint those most precious to you. Don't disappoint Lady Goldweaver, and especially, don't bring dishonor to my theory.
Yeah. Anaxa, I swear to you, I'll lead everyone to our reunion in the new world.
Good. That is all I have to say. Farewell, everyone. May we meet again in the next life.
Farewell, great performer. May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
Salute him in the same way.
Are you satisfied, Honorable Titan?
Very. I hereby swear I have borne witness. Anaxagoras of the New Sporists and the Grove of Epiphany has successfully overcome the trial of reason. Thus, I shall confer upon you these words. You shall transcend the peaks of purity and return to corruption and hardship.
Oh, so that's a god's prophecy. It sounds like you just rephrased my past, present, and future. Oh, Circes. Is that all you've got?
Well, you've already transcended the peaks of purity, and you were never the type to give me any leeway.
That is true.
But I do still have one question.
I knew it. What is it? Maybe we're thinking of the same thing.
As you've so boldly stated, we and the world itself live on through the memories of others. If that is the case, whose memories did the very first new spore sprout from?
How should I know? But since we are both equally curious, we should allow the children of humanity who come after us to investigate in our stead.
Okay. Cutscene time again. Holy crap.
Rejoice, Circes. Sow the seeds of suspicion in the new world with your soul!
And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Wow, okay. Or just fades away.
Thankfully, she's still alive.
Okay. Now we're
Was
coming over
March
here,
7th
March 7th.
also in this condition when she was first rescued by the Express?
Her condition was very similar. It's just that at that time, the Express did not have a memo keeper who could diagnose her condition.
But she still woke up naturally. Looking on the bright side, that might happen this time as well.
When March awakened from the ice, her memories were completely wiped clean. I want to prepare for the worst and prevent something like that from happening again. Can you share with us your hypothesis?
I do not have conclusive evidence, but judging by her current condition, perhaps March 7th's memories have been hijacked.
Hijacked?
Think about it, Miss Himiko. What will happen when someone loses their ability to remember?
I'm not a biologist, but I hear that there's a species of fish on Von Wack has the memory span less than a second. It forgets anything that occurs in the very next instant. Perhaps something similar will happen.
Unfortunately, short-term memory is an entirely different concept from the inability to remember. Perhaps, but an individual who has lost their ability to remember turns into nothingness.
Nothingness?
The belief of the
I think
Guardians that
March
everything
7th will
in
come
this
out
universe can be
and
interpreted
remember
through memories.
everything, basically. Because she,
This is
when
the
she came out of
driving
the ice
force
last
behind the
time, she did not
continuance
remember
of this
anything.
path.
She didn't remember anything about her
The
past.
past is made
But
up
when
of
she comes out, she'll
memoria,
remember everything
while
about her
the
past. I feel
future
like.
is a possibility that will eventually be converted to memoria. But the present, it doesn't really exist. And it's only an abstract expression. Therefore,
What the fuck are you yapping
when a
about?
person is affected by the path and loses their ability to remember, their physical form will also be affected. These ice crystals are a manifestation of that.
Miss Black Swan, there is one thing that I haven't looked into deeply until now. You've guided us to Amphorius but refused to tell us your true intentions. Collecting memories is simply not a convincing answer.
Is Miss Himiko suspicious of me?
I mean no offense, I am merely speculating, but I'd appreciate your honesty if
In
possible.
other words, now is the time for me to prove my innocence. That's not a problem, of course. The true reason behind my intentions is that Amphorius holds special significance. For some memo keepers of the garden with extremist views, it is a perfect example.
Perfect
A
example?
world that can only be seen through the garden's mirror means that memo keepers have the right to keep the world in their private collection. If those pathstriders of remembrance were to uncover the secrets of Amphorius first, they might unleash their wild ambitions and remodel more worlds into a similar form.
So the reason you did everything you could to convince the Express to come to the Star Zone It's just to uncover the secrets and foil the plans of these people?
I chose to remain quiet before, because I did not want to involve you in the garden's internal conflicts.
Remodeling a world is no easy feat. Those extremists likely aren't just simple pathstriders. Do they wield the powers of emanators?
You can be even bolder with your guesses. The people that I'm talking about, they aren't just individuals. They are an organization that has already attached itself to the pinky finger of Fu Li.
Could they be the ones who hijacked March 7th memories?
I cannot be certain, but at the very least, they are capable of doing so. I am deeply sorry about what has happened to March 7th, but the deal that I propose still remains a fair one. Amphorius is still an excellent destination, and investigating further might allow us to uncover the truth behind the accident. Miss Himiko, the wisest choice right now is for us to continue cooperating.
What's wrong?
Let me take back a part of what I said just now, Miss Himiko. Although we indeed struck a deal, it seems like I have involved you in some unforeseen danger. Please accept.
Something changed?
It's Fu Li. Their gaze has just swept across Amphorius.
What? Okay, we're playing as the herder now.
How interesting.
Okay.
I never expected a mere memo snatcher to be actually hiding so much inside her head. What's even more interesting is that the word Amphorius has appeared in her subconscious.
This lady seems to be having fun. Is she usually like this?
It's hard to explain.
What are you two whispering about? Has it not occurred to you that I can hear everything clearly?
Please pardon me, Madam Herta. Would you mind sharing with us what you've discovered?
The ones who need help are the Astral Express. You will have to put up with my methods, even if they are rather unconventional. Let's get back to the topic. By using the fourth mirror, I rummaged through the brain of this memo snatcher and learned a good deal. Not only does this person know of Amphorius, but there are also many memo keepers who are interested in the place. I searched through her consciousness and found the following terms: the Eternal Land, the Rejected Land, and the private collection of the Garden of Recollection.
It seems like Miss Black Swan is indeed hiding some things from us.
Since I'm not able to find any useful clues from the outside, why don't I personally visit this mysterious Amphorius?
She's just gonna go to Amphorius?
Yourself?
Yes, but not in the flesh like you all foolishly did. See these Herta mirrors? With them, I can project my data spirit entity to any corner of the cosmos through spatial warps, without even needing to leave my room. But of course, these corners of the cosmos must be within the coverage zone of inter-astral peace communications. After all, this is collaborative technology.
I see. You do seem like the more indoor type.
What does Sunday look like that?
Although that star zone is not within the network of the IPC, the Express itself can serve as a signal station. Come, give me the astral chart coordinates. Then, sit back and enjoy the show.
Walt shares the Astral Express's coordinates with the Herta. Okay, she's just referred to as
now that
the
everything
Herta.
is ready,
The fuck?
mirrors, get to work.
Hello, Sunday. Damn, bro. Look at that. They're the same height. An accent Sunday are just about the same height, somewhat. That's because like Sunday's slightly up. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Let's enter here.
First mirror, input the coordinates. You'll be in charge of the spatial warp.
As you command, Madam Herta, the preparations are complete. I wish you a pleasant journey ahead.
Okay. Second mirror.
Second mirror. Prepare for the thought refraction. There's still some distance from the astral express to the Amphoria's celestial body. You're in charge of sending me over. This time, raise the power to the maximum. Don't be stingy.
Oh, okay. I won't fail the mission, Madam Herda.
Okay. Third mirror.
Third mirror. You're in charge of generating the data spirit entity.
I'm happy to help, Madam Herda. What kind of appearance are you planning to use this time?
Good question. Let me think. Forget it. Just use my own appearance. There's no one there that'll recognize me anyway.
As you wish.
Okay. First mirror.
Preparation of the data spirit entity complete. Thought refraction at max power. Excellent. The first mirror. Let's get going.
Have a safe trip, Madam Herta.
May your journey yield good results.
Okay.
Coordinates input complete. Preparing to activate spatial warp. Destination: unknown celestial body. Amphorius. Spatial warp countdown. 5. Warp activated.
Yo.
Oh. So that's Amphorius? Its appearance is, well, sure is unique.
Yeah, I don't know how the fucking
Prepare
like.
for thought refraction. It's time to send me in.
Alright. Please read the safety protocols carefully.
Can't you hurry up?
Yes, ma'am.
She's like, can't you hurry up?
I didn't expect it to be so turbulent. I should have asked the second mirror to use slightly less power.
Okay, what the fuck's
What
going on
a
here?
magnificent sight. Let's see. Perhaps I'll be able to find a way in.
Okay, what is
Take a
this?
look.
Okay.
This is pure genius.
Why are there statues?
What's this? A statue? It's ugly.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Who are you? Oh, that's me. That's me and Don Hung. Oh, I see me and Don Hung.
Oh, I finally found your traces. How esteemed must you be for the great Herda to come out personally? When we return, get ready to become free labor for the simulated universe for the rest of your lives.
Okay.
What's this? Oh, how creepy. Oh, it moves? Who are you trying to scare? It's either a projection or a fake. There doesn't seem to be much to take note of.
This one.
My deepest apologies, esteemed lady. I'm afraid that you cannot proceed further.
Who's there?
Your visit, although not part of my calculations, is a pleasant surprise. It's a pity that the preparations are not yet in place to receive you with the hospitality that someone of your status deserves.
Are you not going to answer my question? Who are you?
I have many identities.
I don't understand why do they always do this? They clearly show a character we've already met in the story, and then they put their name as question marks. Like, what the fuck?
Alias. Lycurgus. Lygus.
All right, Lygus. But you can't possibly think that I'm just asking for a name, can you?
Regrettably, I do not have the authority to share more information. However, standards are always flexible. While not violating the ultimate agreement, I'm able to disclose this piece of information. As you thought, this is the entrance to it. Now, please, kindly turn back. Amphorius is not a world that you should be involved with, regardless of what kind of magnificent achievements you have accomplished. This place will not open its doors so easily.
You seem to understand me very well. Then you should know that I have no reason to listen to you.
Your reaction is completely within my calculations. Despite my long years as a watcher, it seems like my assessment of human nature still remains accurate. From you, I'm able to sense a beautiful desire for knowledge. But my answer remains unchanged. Madam, it is with the utmost goodwill that I suggest you return to where you came from.
Let's assume for a second that I'm not so well-mannered, and that I insist on uncovering the secrets hidden behind you, Mr. Lygus. How do you plan to dispel this notion of mine?
Within the scope of the ultimate agreement, there are 178,244 logic chains at my disposal to convince you. After filtering through them, I have determined that I only require 3 to attain the results that I desire.
Okay.
Oh? I'm all ears.
First, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, Amphorius is a completely isolated celestial body. Apart from me, no one else will be able to help you enter.
That's not a good argument.
Second, if your plan is, as you've alluded to previously, to force me into cooperating by showing hostility, do know that, just like you, I have basked in the gaze of the erudition. I stake my honor and assure you that, in the worst-case scenario, our mutual destruction will be inevitable.
Oh, no wonder I couldn't find a back door. When I did a scan of our surroundings, the safety protocols on you are comparable to Screwy's. How interesting.
I assume that you still wish to hear the third logic chain?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Third, even if you exhaust all your means and find a way to break through, you will surely give up once you understand the consequences of your actions. After all, throughout your long life, as much as you'd hate to admit, your conscience has played a crucial role.
What a brazen robot. You think that you can actually understand me through your paltry calculations? But since you put it that way, why don't you tell me what these consequences will be?
It concerns the third path that is entangled with Amphorius. A path that you and your friends still very much lack understanding of. The destruction. So, if you ignore my warnings and persist in your ways, you will break the shackles of a Lord Ravager.
The what?
When that happens, their fury will engulf the cosmos.
Goddamn. Okay, that was the end. Okay. Nameless recollection. She sank into the sea of flowers for karma. Okay, yeah. Okay. Or is it a Fate Atlas? And then, yeah, it's the last part right here. And it's there's to be continued. Okay. One moment. I wanna claim some achievements. The rail into the stars. Claim some of these achievements. And then claim this here. Do the nameless recollection or what the fuck it's called. Shut up, mem. Errata. Close book. Okay. Let's write the story of Castris. This. Okay, we got one for everyone. Oh, we got ciphers now. Okay, good. Let's start with Anaxagoras, Act 3. Okay.
He may.
Just go skip past all of this. Skip. And skip. And skip. And skip.
If this...
Okay. There we go. Nexa. Complete. Okay, now we move over to Aglaya. Or no, yeah, Aglaya next. This is Act 4. Okay. Aglaya is already in Act 4, so there's only one more act afterwards. God, there's so many pages. Holy crap. It's a lot of pages, bro.
Why are those?
Okay.
If you knew.
The manifestation of beauty. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Next, Midamos. Act 4 as well.
To die, cowards.
It's taking forever.
Therefore,
way too many pages.
never turning.
And it takes forever to just skip past them all. There we go. Next, we got Castris. Casto Rice. Okay, so Casto Rice. Who is on Act 3? Barely. But like, there's still 2 more after this one.
Before people.
So I guess that's not the last time we'll see Castris, or we'll just add more later on. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
This is true. What'd she bring? Apart from.
Okay, Castris. Complete. Next, the final one. We got Cypher. We got Cypher now. Lying cats, whatever the fuck.
The first door.
Oh man.
The second story is titled Trying to Argue? Don't trick yourself, please.
Bro, what? Okay.
The third story.
I think
The fourth.
Cypher. Nah. No, not Cypher. There we go. We got Cypher. Now Cypher's right there. Yay. The Flame Chaser's path has been lit. We got 3 characters who are almost done. They just need 1 more. The Trebios, Midamos, and then Aglaya. Now there's 4 left here. 4 left. One of them is, of course, gonna be freaking Cyrene. So then 3 characters more. Which I'm just gonna do. One of them is going to be March 7th. Or like whoever March 7th is. I'm just saying that like March 7th will get her memories back by the end of Amphorius and then become 5-star March 7th. And yeah. That's about it. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. She'll get her past memories back. And then become 5-star. And stuff like that. Basically, yeah. Clues book. Okay. This. Look at all of this. 180. I got wishful resin, which I need the gold one, not that one, but whatever. Before I go, I want to first get a good relic. I will get a good relic. This will be the bestest of relics. Since the Herda and Saber use the same relic type, I will do the Herda. Crap. I don't know which one though. Hoping for a good hand. Because the main stat can always be the same, so please give me a good hand. Effect resistance. I don't know. I don't think Saber would need effect resistance. I just don't think Saber would need effect resistance. Yeah, I don't know. Also, let me just switch out links for Arlocha. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here because well, I said I was just gonna finish that. I've already been streaming for 2 hours. So it took me 2 hours to finish the rest of this act, right here, which I started all the way back over here, right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Took me 2 hours to finish 4 of those. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. Next stream, well, maybe not next stream. I don't know. We'll see. I'll do this, and then I want to finish this before the next version comes out. You know, I wanna catch up. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out and bye bye.